Good morning, everyone, from Laurenvale. Laurenvale is back. We are going to expand, not today. I'm going to be moving the nursery up here, I hope. But some things I need to change that from since we put in the airport, these tunnels should be mountains over there. Like right now, part of it's in the sky, so I guess that doesn't even look real. So I'm going to remove, or at least move, some of this out of the way. In case I fire up the trains, I don't want to have them get hit, So let's put this down here. We'll set the hanger down on the road. This house will probably not end up being here. It's kind of not natural there. All right, so I have the green paint out. I'm going to paint, probably bring that mountain up some. It would seem better, and bring it over here and paint this. And I'm going to paint this. Some of you will be proud of me. I've downsized to a 2-inch trim brush instead of my regular 3 or 4 inch. So let's get out here. I think we'll bring it up in here somewhere. This is 4-leaf clover green. I would love to get no, I wouldn't. I just think somebody has a job naming paint colors. Wow. Wonder what that pays. If anything. Oh, I'm sure it pays something. I'll have to add some brickwork or some sort of stone archway here for the tunnel. Now we'll see if I can paint this without backing in to what I just painted behind me. I'll start right here. We'll let this paint dry and then I'll come back to this. I'll move on to something else for a little bit. Probably on my other channel, I'm putting clapboards on the tiny house out there. It's gotten a little later in the day. I don't feel so bad about making noise to bother the neighbors, pounding and such. Well, I still feel bad. Right? I don't know. Okay, so now I need to paint the plateau. I'll put a coat of green on that. Here we are, one of those moments. We're going to watch paint dry. Actually, we're not going to watch it. We're just going to let it dry. So I'll let that dry, and then we'll be able to move on to the next putting it together. Should be pretty sweet. Well, it's actually another day, and it's time to make blue skies looking at me. I should have painted the sky first, you're right, because then the drips of the blue won't get on the green. When you're painting, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to start at the top and work your way down. Yeah. Unlike if you're a movie star or wanting to be a movie star, you don't start at the top, right? Well, that didn't make sense. You do here. Okay. So this part has actually bugged me for a while. When I had that other piece of plywood here, it was unpainted, and it was just kind of unsightly. This is really going to tie it in over on this corner. At least in my imagination, it's going to. I spoke with my sister from Alaska last night, and she had an idea. She's coming down in a couple of months. I'm going to see if I can get her to be on the one of the videos. My mother, she passed away a few years ago, and so she used to have this scene that she would set up every Christmas. It was just really fun. It was usually in the corner of like the living room or dining room. She'd switch off. It'd be fairly big, like 4 foot by 4 foot, with little hills, and she'd use this, kind of turfy, fake grass kind of stuff that looked real. And then there'd be white sprinkles, some of snow, even sometimes solid snow with a mirror for a skating rink and little figurines. And my sister thought that would be cool to do, since she thought it would be nice here, but I'm doing the same size layout over on that side. I think I'm going to do that. I'll put some more thought into it as a kind of a Christmas, wintry type setting. I think that would be really nice. You could decorate up a Christmas caboose. Oh, that'd be fun. And what else? I don't have any elves. I love this 2-inch trim brush for painting large areas. Not really. I should have got out a roller, but it's kind of not big enough for a roller. I don't want to reach that, fall off my bucket. I'm standing on a 5-gallon bucket. If you think it's a good idea to do a Christmas scene, say, "Hey, Pam, you had a great idea." Give her the credit. That'd be great. Okay, getting off the bucket. Decided I wanted to round off these peaks a little more because the rest of them were not jagged. All right, now we let that dry, and I think I can work on this even while that's wet. I can do that. Okay, as we wait for paint to dry, I just wanted to touch on a couple of things. One of you folks had suggested instead of putting this plateau up here, instead of putting a road, Lauren and I talked about going down this way. Instead of doing that, make a tunnel, kind of like the train tunnels, somewhere. I'll have to get a feel for where the greenhouse, once I put it together. This is basically going, well, let me show you. This is basically, I guess diorama is the best thing to call it. I think that's a good word. Once it's all together, will be removable. So if I need to have access to get in over by the airport, I'll be able to do that. So I think that's a good idea. Having a tunnel could even change, it will change how the greenhouse looks up here compared to down there. So that's that. While we're waiting for the paint to dry, I just wanted to go over and show you the Christmas scene, where that would be. I literally just kicked the bucket. Oh boy, I'm okay though. So here we go all the way around. It's just nice to have a backdrop all the way around till we get right to there, and then there's Bob Ross, right? Let me just walk over there. I think Bob needs to continue to be a part of this. He has been an inspiration in some things, so that's interesting. So there'll be another removable diorama, so to speak, right here, and it would be from here to here, 4 feet this way. That would give the opportunity for a lot of Christmassy looking trees, things like that, to decorate it for a Christmas setting. And so I'll be putting another sheet. I'll be cutting this shelving off. Bob's got to go somewhere else. He's got dust on his nose. What? So I'll square this off, and I'll put an OSB on here, paint it the blue and the green. It will come all the way out. I don't know if you can see me over here. Let me see. Well, my level is 4 feet. So it'll come out something maybe curl back even a little bit more. Because I want to be able to walk in here. So this would be another diorama, removable. It may be a different elevation. I haven't decided that yet. That has been a huge part of fun for doing this layout, is just building it, not with a set plan from the very beginning, because this doesn't mirror any train setting that I'm aware of in the world. So it's just, I enjoy just going, like the farm is a mess, partially because I've been working over here and I had to just set stuff over here. We'll be fixing that up, putting that back together. Okay, back over to the greenhouse nursery. Let's get working on it. Well, okay, so this is in place, and I think I have a pretty good plan for what I want to do. I have to be careful. I have to use a pointer because it's getting to be kind of long. Pretty much this corner right here is the airport approach. So I can't put anything out there. That needs to stay clear. But I do believe I'll be creating a road, because currently there's no road to the airport from anywhere. So we'll put a road somewhere in here coming across, and it'll just stay, the road will stay to the front, come across, go over here into a tunnel, which will mysteriously somehow go through in behind here, come out and come down here to a tunnel. Then it can naturally cross the tracks and come over into the new and improved Laurenvale. I love that. So here's the thing, because this is removable, I put my pointer down, I can lay this out. I'm going to start with, I have some trees. You know what, I'm going to put a tree on just so you can see. I have quite a few evergreens that I've printed. And I want the first one to be right over near the end. So it'll sort of take away the, I'm not sure if I like that look yet. It'll break it up, but the tunnel will be there, and it'll kind of just blend in. Maybe even put another tree on the other side. Ooh. Hey, let's try that. We'll try that right now. I've printed out a lot of trees, and I'll probably print a lot more. Let me move that. So I could put one there. I could. I don't know if I'll put one over there or not. That might be an idea. Right over near the that tunnel. I don't want to interfere with the lighting that I've already got in here. But I don't think this one would be a problem. And that's smaller than the other one. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they should be the same size. I have another one, these are the largest ones. I have another one I can put where that shorter one is. and we'll see how that looks. We'll work on it, okay? So the reason I want to define that one, big one, is because I'm going to put the diorama together over here on a table. It's kind of hard to reach from where I'm at. I'm picturing maybe a row of trees coming back even. They wouldn't be in the way of the plane coming in. So I might just do that. I think that might look really, really nice. Okay, so let's move this over to a table and we'll put it together. In lieu of a table, it's a trash can, unfortunately. The other table is currently occupied. Okay. I like this kind of a backdrop. It's green, so I can get it kind of simulate what we're seeing here. And also, while I'm here, let's just take a look before I decorate that. Okay, the hanger can go back now. Would they wouldn't put trees here, would they? Would they? I guess I would. I think that makes it look more friendly. Can you see that? Putting a tree at the corner of each corner of the front. Put a tree on the front corner of the hanger. That's what I'm trying to say. I like that. Well, since I'm a little distracted, let's do this. We'll put the control tower back there. Just a little, don't want a lot. There. That's all for the airport for trees. So that's all for the trees on the airport runway. May do one over by the tunnel over there, just to break that up a little bit. Maybe I'll do that right now. What do you think? Is this one too big? Yeah, it's interfering with the lights. Okay, for posterity, here it is, Sandy's nursery, soon to be moved right to where I am. So I just wanted to show you that for the last time. Let's get started. I've taken some measurements, diorama, of where this road will connect over onto and where the airplane runway will be. So let's go look at it. Right here, the road will come from the airport to here. This is where the airport runway is. So I'm not going to attach anything yet, but I will probably lightly glue those, because when it moves, that'd be disastrous if I had it all laid out and it fell apart. I think something like that, just to give it kind of a foresty kind of look. That'll look nice against the railroad tracks. Alrighty, let's begin. I obviously will have to paint like a parking lot and things like that. The tunnel will be over here when it's up in place. So for now, I'm just going to set it like that. It could be there. Yeah, it could be here, or it could be right here. That might look nice. Then it's legible from when we're standing back here looking over at it. I like that. Okay, that's good for there. Next, now where are we going to locate the greenhouses? This is actually a little below my comfort level of stooping over there. So I'm just going to move it up here. It's pretty clear. I think that'll work all right. I know my boundaries pretty well. You know your boundaries? Okay, let me get you a little closer look at what I have so far. So a little design change. I'm not doing the tunnel with a road that goes out there and then come around and come over to the airport, because that's just a lot of real estate being taken up, right? So I made it, what I'm going to do is come over here to a tunnel. That way it looks kind of country-ish, but it also leaves a nice spot for a decent parking lot. And we could even put the nurser's house up here. This was originally the house that was designed for the nursery keeper. Could do that. But then again, they may, oh, look at the dust on that. They may want to just get away when they're closed for the day. I may not do that. Still up in the air. But there will definitely be a parking lot out here, maybe. This is fun figuring this out. So the greenhouses flow well. There's not going to really be parking in here. I want it out here because I'd like to do I picked up some shrubberies. I'd like to maybe do something decorative. Maybe a maze or something, I don't know. Anyway, I think this is where I want it. So I'll put the plants inside of this. I'm going to be risky and not glue anything down. So I'll just have to be really careful when I move it. Because it's just, if it does get changed, then if I want to change it, it's going to be hard to change. Okay. So that's where we're at. Now we'll put some nursery products inside. We'll start right in the center one. I was trying to leave enough room to walk around behind. Aren't those pretty? Wow. Had to dust off the flowers a little bit. Wow, that looks really nice. Okay, that's good. This will be backed right up to the greenhouse. That's the office, the entry. Some nice shrubberies here. All right, so I'm going to put these in as decoration on right close to the shrub line, but on the inside. I want to have a lot of color here in the nursery. I mean, that's just seems like that's what it would be. So I've started a fence. Nice with this foam because the fence sets right in there really well. Just adding some shrubbery behind the fence. Doesn't show up a lot, but I think it gives it a fullness that will look good. Put these along the front, I think. I think that's all I'm going to do today. I need to really think it through some more. So let's put it back in place and see what it looks like. Okay, careful. Those trees are pretty heavy over there. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Nice. I like that. That gives a lot of room. I don't know if it'd be something else there yet. Need to think about it overnight. And this was, wow, you can see the dust a little bit. This was the nursery shrub aftermath. You know what? Hey, let's clean up the tracks and see if we can get some trains to go around to close this video out. And maybe even a plane. Okay, let's spin these babies around, see if they derail or not. First we'll go with the one that's got the camera up there. Let's go. That's going to get maybe the best view of the nursery. Get the other one going. All three trains are going. How about the plane? Okay, it's coming out. Can't wait to see the footage to see what it sees looking in that direction. Other than the mess on the other side of the shop. And the greenhouse that was here that is not so much anymore. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to get that really taken care of more the next video and get it operational and clean up this area very soon and put a village in here. That's going to be nice. Okay, hey, leave a comment. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Have a great day. Thank you very much for watching.